I've ever heard. 13, 14, 1200 on cars on
God.
one vehicle.
God.
The car payment. That is the thing. That is the gap that keeps the middle class from becoming and building wealth. The average car payment, $717 for one person. And if you invested that money just over 30 years at a 10% rate, that's over $1.4 million. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. 13, 14, 1200
$100 on cars. On cars, man. On cars, bro. This is nuts. This is nuts. So the average car note is about $717 a month. Now, we haven't even talked about the insurance for the car. So let's assume that that's just $200. So now we're at $900. And then if anything happens to the car for maintenance reasons, well, now you're in the thousands. So let's just go off of what she said. And at $717 a month, man, this is wild. This is wild, bro. And imagine people that have two cars. They got two brand new cars in the driveway. They're probably paying close to $2,000 a month for these cars.
Sensational.
Nah, man, we got to stop this. So this is exactly why I said in the previous section why we got to look at this from a business standpoint. Because if you have a business, right, I always have to lead with you have a business and you provide something to people, you can use that car as a business expense. So $717 doesn't look like a lot of money when you're able to generate money every single month. So I was just talking to my man yesterday, and we was talking about car notes and how I think the cheapest car on the market right now is like a Nissan, and it's like $25,000 or something like that. And the rest of the cars are like in the 40s. So cars are just not affordable anymore. It's just not affordable. And that's why you got your electric cars that's coming into the game, which I have said, and I'm saying now, it's going to end up becoming an option for you because of how affordable it's going to be. Wealthy people are the only ones that are going to be driving gas-powered cars in the next few years. Give it 5 years. Next few years, you're only going to see wealthy people at gas stations. Most people are going to be probably driving the electric car because of the price. But let's get back to what she said. All right, what she said. If you buy a car and you put it into your business name, okay, it is now a business expense. All you have to do is prove to the IRS that this is a necessary, ordinary and necessary expense for your business, which it is. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're a real estate agent, if you're a construction worker, right? Even if you have an online business, if you need to be able to go to a warehouse or do whatever, or go to business meetings, you can now write this car off on your on your taxes. No more just saying, yeah, man, I'm going to just buy this for a personal, man. I'm going to do this for myself. No, if it's not for business, don't even buy it no more. See, on my channel, we're talking about businesses. We're talking about building businesses. So like, if you're looking at this for the first time, we talk about business. I'm talking about create something that creates value in the marketplace to someone or a group or a company, get paid for that, and then start building your business expenses, but buy only things that you need. On a personal level, this is why people don't have money for to take care of a $500 expense, because they're only spending their active income from their job, and that's all that they have. But when you build a business, you can make as much money as you want.
Sensational.
This is business, not personal, Sonny.
It's business, man. It's business. And this is why you can't get mad at certain people, because they run things as a business. They're not out here trying to be cool like you. They're doing the same thing as you, but they're doing it in a different way. They're just doing it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? And so I said this earlier. I'll say it again because it's going to be an individual clip. The black net worth is around $44,000 to $60,000. And and not typical, but the white American's net worth is around 284,000. Do you see that? You see how lopsided that is? And on this platform, we're not making excuses for the black community. We're just going to fix what we need to fix, because we can now own businesses. We can now own real estate. We can now do a lot of things to be able to shorten that gap up. But we keep buying things that don't make us any money. We keep being around people that aren't even wanting to invest with us, because everybody wants to go to the club, smoke weed, drink, and have a great time and be broke.
Sensational.
Instead of saying, man, I've done this for so long, it's time for me to change up now. I got me a daughter, I got me a son, I need to be a better version for them. And then start moving as a business. You can write off a car. Very easy. You can write off a vehicle. There's a certain way you can do that, right? But you need to be using it to make some money. You need to have an LLC. You need to be able to prove that this business is real. And when you go buy a car, you're buying it to make more money, not to stunt to your friend and say, hey, man, look at this cool little G-Wagon I got. No, that G-Wagon that cost you $120,000, you can technically write off the entire expense of $120,000 if you made a whole bunch of money to pay back in taxes. You don't just buy a G-Wagon because it costs $120,000 and you've only accumulated 10 grand. But if you made like $600,000-$700,000 and maybe you got to pay back some taxes, G-Wagon don't sound so bad.
Sensational.
There's a strategy behind that. It's called Section 179. I'm just trying to share with y'all how you can make money from a business perspective. Right? And there's so many ways for you to do it. Going out and getting a car note that's $700, $800 on a personal level is just crazy. At least try to find a way to create a business so that you can pay for that car note. We all have some type of skill that we can monetize. I choose real estate. I love real estate. So what I do with the car that I have in my business name or in the business name, when I have that car and I have to go to a property, guess what? If I want to write off the miles of that, that is now a business expense. I got a credit card. If I need to use that credit card to buy things, which I'm using the credit card pretty much just for tracking my expenses, and I got something to pay it back from my clients, man, I'm playing the game here. Y'all can play the same game. But you have to understand that you have to create a business. You have to be business oriented. There's a reason that the rich stay rich.
Sensational.
Can I just talk to y'all real quick? There's a reason why the rich stay rich. They know the tax game. They know how to create more streams of income. They know how to create partnerships. They know how to move as a business. So once they figure that out, they're forever good.
Sensational.
Then you got the ones that don't understand business at all. They move it on a personal level and they stay in the same rat race and the same cycle, check after check after check. And then they look at the other people that are playing the wealthy and rich game, thinking they're the bad guys, and they're not. They're not. They just figured out the same thing you could have figured out. They just opened their mind and understood business and got around the right group of people.
Sensational.
Because it's a business.
This is business, not personal, Sonny.
I mean, what more do you want me to say about this? Instead of buying a car in your personal name, get it in your business name. But don't just get it in a business name without a real business. Go create a business, create some income, and then go get the car when it makes sense to. Do not go and get the car after you create your LLC when you did it a month ago. No, you need to prove that your business can make some money. Wait a couple years before you go get a car. It ain't that serious. And if you have to end up getting a car because it's a dire need for some reason, Hopefully you got your business already set up and structured. Go put it in your business name, but also make sure you can pay that car note. The great thing about that is when you get it in your business name, it don't show up on your personal credit until you're late. So there you go. $1,300 on a car note, man. When I seen this for these people out here, my people out here with these Dodge Hellcats, man, I see y'all, right? I'm in the car community. Y'all are insane.
Sensational.
Y'all are paying way too much money for these cars. Y'all throwing away money. You are pissing away money with these Hellcats, with these $1,500 car notes. Bro, as cool as it sound, as nice as it look, you're pissing away money. If you come to me and you tell me you paying $1,100 a month, and I get to talking to you and I hear that you ain't got no business and you just working a regular 9 to 5, you deserve to be slapped.
This is business, not personal, Sonny.
Because I would say, why would you take from your active income that much money to spend on a depreciating asset that makes you nothing and you paying over $1,000 a month? Why would you do that? Why in God's green earth would you do that? Now, if you came up to me and you say, hey man, I got real estate, I got businesses, I got multiple streams of income, and I like this car, and my businesses pay for my Hellcat, I'm going to congratulate you. Because the struggle ain't the same. You're not struggling to come up with this. You're not trading your time for money to pay for this expensive car. But if you got these Hellcats, Trackhawks, and all this crazy stuff, you crazy paying this much money from your regular job. You deserve to be in a Nissan.
Sensational.
Go get in a Nissan. I just don't understand why people's pride is so high. If I had to go and ride in the Ford Focus to level up, I'm going to go ride in the Ford Focus and I'm going to grind my A off and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. All this little stuff that y'all think means money, this stuff don't mean money. Cars don't mean money. Even if you're in a certain house, that don't mean money. You know what means money? Look at your brokerage account, see what's going on in there. What your bank account look like. In fact, what your assets look like. Let me see your assets column. You got businesses, you got real estate, you got multiple streams of income. That's what matters, man. That's what matters. Not your active income on your job. Your job can unactively put you on the sideline.
Sensational.
And then you got zero, goose egg. All right. Let me make sure, man. Let me check everything real quick. Got to make sure everything look good on here. But so yeah, man. Let me get up out of here. But yeah, man. So that's how you look at this and buy a car the right way, right? As far as from a business standpoint. Now, all right, cool. So that was the car note, and then this part right here we're gonna talk about. This guy bought this house in Detroit.